Thank you so much, Ewan. Now, it is International Day for Persons with Disabilities, and today we meet Claudia Dalias, whose life was changed dramatically on the 2nd of December 2011 when she was involved in a tragic car accident brought on by the criminals trying to hijack her. Now, Claudia is here today to share her story with us, and I must tell you, it is one of immense courage. She is highly, highly, highly inspirational, and I can't wait for you to meet her. Good morning, Claudia. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
It's good. Very well. I must say, you look lovely this morning. I almost thought I was going to see a Kardashian in here today.
Thank you very much.
Now, Claudia, almost a year ago, a year ago and 1 day ago, you went through a life-changing event. Can you tell us more?
Yeah, it was a very normal day, working hectically. I was in alcohol rep, and most Fridays are chaos because weekend times are our promotional times.
Yeah.
So I was out on my way to Stellenbosch just to drop some stock off with a client and have my car packed to capacity with promotional toys and gifts and everything else. And on the R300, was late, it was about 7:30, 8:15. A gentleman decided to run in front of my car.
Wow.
So going at 120, which is the legal, limit on the highway, I swerved to miss him because I'd swerved to miss an animal, a human, same thing. And I didn't see the 3-meter embankment on the left-hand side. So I went down and blacked out completely and woke up almost 3 weeks later in a hospital bed with tubes and pipes and heart monitors and everything keeping me going. So shocked to say the least, looked down to find steel pins holding my legs together. Face was all gashed open, head was all cut open. So yeah, it was traumatic to say the least. But yeah, I had family and friends by my side 24/7. So.
And what were some of the injuries that you experienced?
Injuries were both punctured lungs, 7 broken ribs, gash in my face was about 15 centimeters, 20 centimeters in the head, and then my 2 legs were most damaged. I came through the front windscreen, so landed on my legs. Right leg, the artery was severed, so they actually wanted to amputate my leg on arrival.
Sure.
But my parents, with me being unconscious, just said, look, she's got to make that decision, so let's try and keep it for as long as we can.
Yeah.
And yeah, the 26th of December, sorry.
Wow.
That was
probably the most horrendous day of your life.
That was the day I had to decide it's life or limb.
Yeah.
So I chose life.
You chose life.
I chose life.
And at what point, when did it all kind of sink into you when you realized the severity of your injuries?
I only think after it was taken off.
Yeah.
I think also I was like keeping brave for my family too. So until it was off and I had some time by myself, it was like, okay, now you're going to have to live differently, and that's going to be a challenge, but I've got the personality, there's no challenge too big, so just bring it on.
I can see that. Let's talk about life after the accident. Where do you find yourself now? How has it changed for you? Because naturally there's so many things that you've got to now incorporate into your daily routine that you didn't do before.
Well, being in a wheelchair is not easy and it's not fun, and people go, oh, but you've got your other leg, why aren't you on crutches? This leg is very badly damaged as well. I've got a lot of exercise and physio ahead of me. And at the end of the day, just going to the bathroom, to have to get into a wheelchair and having to break down walls and make sure that the bathroom's big enough for you to just get around. And then Cape Town is amazing. I mean, we've got so many things to go and see, but when you're in a wheelchair, those things are limited.
Yeah. Now, this happened to you at a time when everybody's celebrating Christmas, they're celebrating family, they're celebrating love. What does one go through? I mean, internally, what do you experience? Bitterness, anger, I'm sure, towards, the people that made, kind of push this along, this incident?
Look, you do. And then afterwards, you just realize we need to start helping each other, because everyone's in the situation they're in because of how the human race treats each other. You've got starving people that need to feed their families. So yes, they go and do crazy things. Not right to do the crazy things, but sometimes it's survival of the fittest. So the animal instinct, I think, comes out in them. So definitely don't forgive and don't forget. But something needs to be done. And we need to make those steps and make it happen. So there's no more bitterness, there's no more anger, only love and energy and positive things happening for me. And like I said, I've had amazing support from family and friends. So if it wasn't for them, definitely wouldn't be this happy.
And what's your message to people regarding people living with disabilities? What should we be taking into, consideration?
Look, designated areas are meant for people with disabilities. So even if you're just going in quickly to get a milk and bread, really, just park. It's an extra couple steps for you. I can't park there because the parking's not big enough for my doors to open for my wheelchair to get out. So just watch where you're going, and just, when you're in a mall, I'm in a wheelchair. There's not many places for me to go. So just be, see what's around you and be aware of us. We're there. We're not completely different. We are also human beings. We just have a little bit of extra weight with us.
Well, thank you so much, Claudia. Any final words, anything that you've learned about yourself through this whole process?
Yes, I was never ever thought myself being inspirational. That's not what feel I'm here for. I just want to try and make a difference. So from next year, I want to start my campaign called Differently Abled. I don't like to be called disabled because I'm nothing like that. I still move around, just differently. So from next year, my campaign starts, and watch the space. I promise you it's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Watch this space. Thank you so much, Claudia, for being with us today. I must say, a highly inspirational young woman. She is doing such amazing things, and I'm so, so proud of, you know, what you've come through, and of course, the courage that you've had to live your life with. So thank you so much for being with us, Kat. Over to you.